Hi, it's the 11th of August 2018 at 2:30 p.m. I've been researching neo-tribalism a little bit. There's not a lot on it, but I thought it might achieve a couple of things. I think it sort of hovers around the idea of mgtow to some extent, uh, and so I think it's relevant to a point. It's also a bit interesting. We'll probably have something different to talk about. Something to. I'll leave a link to uh, the vid that I found best described it for what I have in mind anyway in the description. There are different people look at it different ways. There are vids there about it's an us versus them uh, idea, which I say yes. If you're down here, anything in this is going to be an us versus them. The idea that you have competing tribes and what have you. I see mgtow as a tribe, an escape tribe, um, where we're trying to probably more so on this channel. I don't know about other channels. I don't visit them that often, but I try to create an environment that's actually it's small, loving and caring. Okay, um, it's what they say happens when we've reached a point where I don't understand this, but they say it's where a society has evolved to the extent that they can live in tribes. Now, I was sort of under the impression it had gone the other way, that we were in tribes and then we learned to live in mass society. But look, I think it's fair to say that mass society isn't working for a lot of people. And when you've got family court and women doing whatever they want, the small loving, caring groups, aka the family, what used to be important, but no, it's not important anymore. Um, and the third thing that the discussion of this neo-tribalism is about is the more it's addressing a sort of more general question, and I'll try and give you a bit of the background of what I'm thinking. For years, I've looked at our society, and I've been around for a while, just basically disintegrating. Um, and I compare it. My wife was half Maltese, half Greek. From parents were half Maltese, half Greek. They came here in the 50s, and brought with them. And kept European attitudes of the 50s for the most part. There was no thought that nobody would do within that family, no matter what a man had done, they would not be ostracised like I have been, just cast aside right. It's just no matter what they'd done, they just wouldn't do it because they believe that a family glues everything together and it all hovers around the church and what have you. And I've thought for years. Yeah, okay, so we're sort of saying, okay, we're taking this big experiment where we don't no longer have to be told to do things. Like there's no sort of societal rule saying my wife had to behave in a certain way. She could do whatever she pleased. And it's particularly, you can come in here into cyber world, you can do pretty much whatever you like. I mean, and people do. But I thought, for a long time, it's at what point did we say, no, I'll accept the responsibility. Or no, I could do that, but I won't because I choose not to. I just don't think it's right. And this is basically what I've been talking about. I choose not to do any of these things because basically I don't think they're right. Yeah, you can you can try and justify them. Where have I got justified near the bottom of this one? If you want to, but I just don't think it's a polite and courteous way, to deal with other humans. A little bit's okay, but in this day and age, you just get no end of it, all of it. No, very little up here, no end of all of this down here. So at some point, I think what I've said is, no, I've had enough. I don't care if we're supposed to be able to brush it off and man up and handle it, because I've noticed that the cultures that that embrace strong social fabric. They won't have any of it. None of it. Yet we in the West are expected to be, you should be able to handle that, you should be able to handle it. And I'm looking and I think, what the hell's going on here? All these narc nations are telling us, what we should be able to handle. Not that they can do it themselves, very hypocritical. No. But it's just, so I've personally reached the point where I think, no, yeah, I can handle it. I've handled it for years, but I don't want it anymore. Nobody else, no other culture puts up with it. It's just, I get requests from Filipino women, can you give me $50? And I say, look, you can earn $5 a day working in the fields for a Filipino farmer. What would he say if I'd say 10 days labour for nothing? What would he say? And that's it, they go away, they run away. Yeah, because really I'm calling out their culture, and honestly, it's all the same. Oh, you're different. Western men are, what are Western men? We're just men, aren't we? But, maybe it's coming from the movies, I've got no idea. But so I say to them, so why don't you go and ask your Filipino men for, 10 days labour for doing absolutely nothing? Don't hear peep from them after that. Nothing. But they're all up, all going to, yeah. And it's the same everywhere. With everything. Yeah, it's just, we should be able to handle it. Yeah, we can't. Oh, we can. We have done. But I mean, look at the cost of it. And now we're at the point where basically we have to sort of come in here to meet up. In our own little... And so I guess the other thing that's interesting is that, this is not something that's happening somewhere else. This little neo-tribal idea we've got, we're sort of doing it here on the channel. And, we can all contribute. We can add to it, make it better. Come up with ideas. Why don't we do this? Here's an idea for you right now. This is the sort of thing that will promote it, I think. And I've been meaning to talk about this, but I haven't. It's just skipped my mind all the time. I had a look at Anime Guy Reviews site the other day. Just click on his name, have a look at his site. It's interesting. It gives you a bit of an idea about him and what he's on about. And it's, I don't know, I enjoyed it. But I mean, it's something you could do right there. It's like go over to his place, just knock on the door, walk in. Yeah, make sure that you subscribe while you're there and do all that sort of thing. But that's just a simple idea. Another simple idea is some of you guys, the regular chatters, can start doing it. Putting up a post, putting up a video. So we could just go over and have a look and see what you got to say, and you don't have to do it just one a week or two. If that just, what's been happening, blah, blah, blah. And it'll give us something, it helps us feed off, rather than just type, just as quick to do a video. That's something that could create a sort of a bit of a community feel, perhaps. It's a little bit like sort of meeting at a hall or something, isn't it? Look, it's just something to think about, ideas to throw around. But as I said, I'll put that vid in the thing. It's interesting stuff in it. And they say, it's a return to nostalgia. And maybe that's what it is, just a return to a bit of value, a bit of, no, I've just had enough. I'm a human being. I don't want to be treated like a piece of shit anymore. But, maybe we can't change the world, but we can change this little part of the world. It's right here. It's we can make it whatever we want. And so far it's been pretty good, but it could be better, I think. It could be just a little bit more. We can just explore a bit more, give us something more to talk about, something that's relevant here now, affects us, has some sort of bearing on our lives directly, here and now. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's just something to think about. Anyway, I shall talk to you later. Bye.